Hey guys, I am back with another YouTube video for the first time in I don't know how many weeks. What's up? I'm Destiny. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. It's a little bit cloudy here today, but no biggie. I don't really care. I can't see to look out the window. So, we are back here today, and I'm going to review a DVD that I've been wanting to review for a long time, chronicling my favorite TNA wrestler, Total Nonstop Action Impact wrestler, the phenomenal AJ Styles, who is now in WWE, as you all know. But before I get into this review, I just want to shout out a couple of YouTube channels. If you are looking to, and this isn't, I'm not pressuring you, if you want to strengthen your relationship with God, and if you want stuff that you don't understand about the Bible and religion explained, you can go to a channel called Many Tribes, One Kingdom. And the other channel that I'm going to mention is done by the same person. His name's John. And well, let's just say we've been kind of close the past couple weeks, and I'll let you guys figure out the rest of that. There's another channel he has called Cooking Without Looking. He is also blind, like me. So, he does recipes. He shouted out my channel on his video when he did a cooking video for Meatloaf. Not the band, the actual Meatloaf, the one you eat. So if you guys want to go check out both of those channels, I'm sure you can find them. I didn't put any links in the description, so you might have to search for them. I haven't figured that out yet, but just a little shout out to an amazing person. Sorry for those plugs. So, this DVD. It's a little beat up, obviously. Okay, I've watched this a lot, because I love AJ Styles. This DVD, I don't even know if I want to open this, because, the case, I'm not worried about too much about the case, but, the inside of it, here, I'll just show you. And it just, opened. I'm just gonna show you this. Frickin' first disc fell out. See, the only thing I don't like about this DVD is, the way they made this. I wish they would have done, what they did with the Jeff Jarrett DVD, or, the Eric Young DVD, which is a 3-disc set, which I will be reviewing sometime down the road. But yeah, if you look at the inside of this case here, it kind of broke where the discs are supposed to go. It's really a shame. I wish they would have done this a little more, which then I could have been more careful with this too. But that's disc 2, and the only reason I know this, what I'm about to tell you, is because my brother told me. Each disc is a representation of AJ Styles through the years in TNA, his face, the evolution of his look, I guess, because, see, that one stays. Disc 3 is in fine. There's disc 3. I'm not taking that one out because it's, Oh no, there's something on this disc. Hold on. I hope that still works. I don't know. I'll have to test it later. Sorry. I hope that still works. But yeah, I would hate to try to get a new version of this because it's... Hold on. This is what happens when you have... Oh, frick. Hang on. Wow, guys, I'm having a lot of trouble with this today. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna show you the front of the case. AJ on the front. Match listing is inside of it. I'm not showing you that because I can literally name all these matches off the top of my head. It's a 4-disc set. Chronicling, I cannot say that right for me today. For the love of everything that is great on earth, cannot say that word. This chronicles the career in TNA of AJ Styles. This match compilation is basically anything you could want in an AJ Styles DVD or any TNA DVD that you're doing an essential collection on, which they do have a couple out. I am still looking for the Bobby Roode essential collection. I cannot find that thing anywhere. I've looked on eBay. I've looked on Amazon. I guess I can't find it on shoptna.com because I've looked there a couple times, or Shop Impact, whatever it's called. So if anyone has any links to where I can maybe find one, please let me know, because I like that one. I like Bobby Roode, but look for that one too. TNA DVDs, some of them are hard to come by, but this has everything that you could want in an AJ Styles DVD. This has X Division Championship matches, cage matches, tag team title matches, World Heavyweight title matches, Ultimate X matches, ladder matches, just I Quit matches, everything in this, matches just on Impact, matches on pay-per-views, which is what most of these are. But this is a really phenomenal DVD, no pun intended, AJ. Sorry. Get it? Phenomenal. I wanted this really bad when it came out in 2016, and when I finally got it, I literally, this is no joke, sat and binge watched this all the way through. This is 12 hours, it takes 12 hours to get through this whole DVD from start to finish, and there's like maybe 3 hours on each disc, and whatever, and I started from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 a.m. back when this came out, and watched this all the way through. It was freaking awesome. I loved it. So let's get into the matches. First match on here is a tag team match. This is the NWA TNA days. They hadn't broke off from them yet. From the National Wrestling Alliance. It's AJ Styles, Low Ki, and Jerry Lynn taking on Jorge Estrada, Jimmy Yang, and Sonny Siaki, I think. The Flying Elvises. I think it's Sonny Siaki. I believe so. Then we have the first ever X Division Championship match, double elimination, fatal 4-way rules, kind of. Well, Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Psychosis, and Low Ki. And AJ and Jerry Lynn were the last two in the match. Basically, you had to get eliminated twice in the match to win. or to lose. And AJ Styles became your first ever X Division champion, and he made that belt. I feel like him, Chris Sabin, Chris Daniels, Frankie Kazarian made that belt. A bunch of other guys that I'm forgetting. Petey Williams. My point is, the X Division was freaking killer back in those days. We have a tag team match. This is a fun fact. CM Punk versus AJ Styles in a tag team match. Yeah. I know they don't like each other. I don't know why that is. I don't know. But I wish they would have more matches together. It was CM Punk and Jason Cross taking on AJ Styles and D'Lo Brown. There will be spoilers on this, by the way, if you go pick this up, so sorry. Then we have a triple threat match between Raven, who just went into the TNA Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Raven. He was inducted by Tommy Dreamer, who was also on this DVD. We had Raven, AJ Styles, and Jeff Jarrett in a triple threat match for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Remember, they're not quite TNA yet. I'll explain the history of that all one day in another video. We have AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett in a steel cage match. We have AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy in his debut match. He was the mystery opponent for AJ Styles for the X Division Championship, which I'm just going to say right now, that match was probably my favorite match on this entire set, one of them. We have Kid Cash versus AJ Styles in a street fight main event for the X Division. No, that wasn't for the X Division title, was it? I don't think. No, it was just two X Division wrestlers. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because Kid Cash cost AJ the belt or something. I don't remember how that went out, but we have the greatest, and yeah, I say the greatest X Division Ultimate X match of all time. And for those of you that don't know what that is, an Ultimate X match is almost like, it's basically kind of like a ladder match, but it's not a ladder match. See, they have these scaffoldings or these truss things, and you have this X shape formed in wires that's like cables, and the X Division belt or whatever belt they're competing for is hanging from it, and you have to basically do monkey bar style across these cables to get the belt. It's a very dangerous concept. It's a great match though. Freaking awesome. It's AJ Styles, Chris Sabin, and Petey Williams. Chris Sabin and AJ Styles there was a lot of guys that helped make that division what it was, the X Division, but AJ and Sabin were the two that really put that X Division on the map. I mean, Chris Sabin won 3 X Division hang on. But AJ and Sabin made that division. Chris Sabin won 3 Ultimate X matches in 2004 alone. So, 3 straight victories for him. AJ was competing for the X Division title. He became a 4-time X Division champion in this match. Then the last match on Disc 2 is AJ Styles versus Abyss. The Monster Abyss in a steel cage match, lockdown. This is #1 contender match. The winner faces Jeff Jarrett at the next pay-per-view, Hard Justice, which would continue on Disc 2. I mean, Abyss, he doesn't get enough credit either. Or Chris Parks, whatever you want to call him, Joseph Park. Abyss. You know, Chris Parks doesn't get enough credit either because he was one of TNA's original, basically the Tommy Dreamer or the Mick Foley of TNA, and then Mick Foley and Tommy Dreamer both came in, so that was funny. Disc 2 matches include AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett, Hard Justice 2005. Special guest referee would be MMA legend Tito Ortiz. AJ Styles versus Sean Waltman. I think that's No Surrender 2005. I believe. AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe at Unbreakable 2005. Main event, triple threat match for the X Division title. This is the first AJ Styles match I ever saw. This next one coming up. It's considered to be my favorite AJ Styles match, probably of all time. Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times, and it's still freaking awesome every time I watch it. I mean, I can't see what's going on, obviously, but from the commentary, it's like AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Whoever gets the most pinfalls or submissions in 30 minutes is the X Division champion. That would be at Bound for Glory 2005. If you want to check out that review on that pay-per-view, I did a review for that DVD not too long ago. So if you go on my channel and search for it, it's there. You want to take a look at that whole pay-per-view in its entirety. The review of it anyway. And, pick it up. Pick up that DVD. It's also on, the only thing is, if you watch the pay-per-view, because it's on YouTube, you won't get the pre-show, so if you want the pre-show and the backstage stuff, get the DVD. Whew. Hope I'm not forgetting anything here. Next match would be, I believe, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels taking on James Storm and Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted, for the tag team titles at Slammiversary 2006, which I actually met James Storm 10 years ago. I will talk about that whole experience in another video. Actually, next year. Because next year, even though this year's the 10-year anniversary of when I went to that show, next year will be to the day exactly. It was on a Sunday. I will be talking about that whole experience next year in another video, and what I can remember of it. It was really fun. Got to meet Jeff Hardy and James Storm and got my picture taken with them. And I will show you that picture too, because I have it sitting on my dresser. Then we have an Ultimate X match, tag team Ultimate X match. Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles versus Hernandez and Homicide. It's a wrestler, not, yeah, I get it, Homicide. Probably not a good name, but they have them, we have the Latin American Exchange, that's their tag team name, taking on Chris Daniels and AJ Styles in an Ultimate X match for the tag team titles. Then we have AJ Styles versus, I believe, Tiger Mask on an episode of Impact, or maybe that's on pay-per-view, I don't remember. I think that's on an Impact episode, or TNA episode, Thursday night TNA. Then we have AJ Styles and Tomko versus R-Truth, or Ron Killings, as he was called in TNA, because that's his real name, I think. And Consequences Creed, who would go on to become Xavier Woods in WWE, part of the New Day. So that's your matches for Disc 2. We're halfway through this, guys. This has like 35 matches on it. Disc 3 Disc 3 matches would consist of AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle in I think the first one was just a regular match. Slammiversary 2008. Oh, that last match was Bound for Glory 2007 with Tomko and AJ versus R-Truth and Consequences Creed. So we have Kurt Angle and AJ Styles on Disc 3 versus it's Slammiversary 2008. Hard Justice 2008 would see AJ Styles face off against Kurt Angle again, but this time this would be a last man standing match. AJ Styles versus Booker T for the, call this what you want to, the Global or Legends or Television Championship. It had a bunch of different names. King of the Mountain. I'm calling it the Television Championship. I liked it when Devon Dudley held it. Then we have a couple of semi-final matches for this tournament that was on Impact. That would be a Fatal 4-Way match that would determine who would be in the Fatal 4-Way match to face Kurt Angle for the TNA Heavyweight Championship at No Surrender. So we would have a qualifying match between AJ Styles and Chris Sabin, with Sabin's tag team partner in the Motor City Machine Guns. Great tag team, by the way. Go look up some of their matches if you haven't. Alex Shelley, Sabin's partner, would be on commentary with Mike Tenay and Taz for this. They do the guest commentary sometimes for matches. Then we would have Kurt Angle come out for the later in the night to take on, or the set on commentary while AJ took on Doug Williams in these finals. So then the next match would be No Surrender 2009, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Matt Morgan, and Sting. And then Hernandez, member of the Latin American Exchange, LAX, came out, and I guess when he won the Feast or Fired briefcases, which is basically TNA's version of the Money in the Bank concept. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words again. So Hernandez came out and basically added himself to the match, which didn't go too well. Like, he held Kurt Angle up for his move, or whatever it's called, the border toss, for about 25 seconds. Just held him up in the air. And then Eric Young came out and, hit him with the Billy Club or something. Which, you hardcore TNA fan, I mean, I'm a TNA fan, don't get me wrong, but, hardcore TNA fans out there that actually know this history and have been watching it from the beginning, have AJ Styles and Eric Young ever faced off in a one-on-one match? I don't think they have. I have not seen one. I guess I could look one up, but not unless it was the early days of TNA or something, or on an Impact episode. I don't remember AJ Styles ever facing off with Eric Young. Then we had Sting versus AJ Styles at Bound for Glory 2009. Then we would have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, Turning Point 2000, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels. Rematch, 4 years in the making. It's at Turning Point 2009, but this time they're in the main event for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship instead of the X Division Championship. So that's it for Disc 3. Disc 4, we're getting into his... This is when I started watching AJ, so... This is going to be anything from 2010 through 2013. I wish they would have put his match with Magnus on here, just because it was his last match in TNA. Nick Aldis, or Magnus, as he was known in TNA. I'll explain that whole thing too in later detail, but let's just say AJ was leaving the company at that point, and it was a good match. But on Disc 4, we have the Pope D'Angelo Dinero, or Elijah Burke as he was known in WWE, taking on AJ Styles, Lockdown 2010, with Ric Flair in his corner for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. We have Tommy Dreamer versus AJ Styles in an I Quit match, No Surrender 2010. Brutal I Quit match. I'm not even going to give away the end of the match, because this is it. Let's just say Tommy Dreamer had to have help with his eye after that match. Go watch it for yourself. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. They haven't uploaded that pay-per-view to YouTube yet. Another way you can go watch Impact, which I found out, or TNA. I still call it TNA because that's what I remember it as. A way you can watch TNA for free. They have a channel on Pluto TV. It's completely free. That's dedicated to TNA wrestling. It's going to be called Impact Wrestling when you search for it.